Well, hello, 14 Eagles family. This is Brian Frazier here on the 14 Eagles Thursday night webinar conference call. I'd like to welcome all of you that were able to make it, and for those of you that are watching the recording, I appreciate you being here. You could be anywhere else tonight, but you chose to be here, and we really appreciate that. As always, we like to start off our call by giving the status of the platform, and as of today, everything is running smoothly with the platform. We had quite a few people coming in this week and getting acclimated to the process of using the platform, the 14 Eagles platform, and I'm so pleased that people are picking it up. For those, we had a couple of people had a little issues, but we worked it out, and now they understand how it works. So, always look at the instructions below the video, which we'll be showing here a little shortly. And if you follow those instructions to the T, you shouldn't have any problem at all. I know that the thing that most people are trying to get used to, that are getting acclimated coming back to the platform and trying to get used to, is copying the receipt and placing it in the box and then clicking paid. Okay, that way it will automatically confirm you once you have done that. And so people are getting used to that now. So kudos and thumbs up to those guys that are getting it done and showing everybody else on how to get it done. Thanks for that. All right, so let's get right into it. We don't want to waste a lot of time. We do want to just get into showing you what 14 Eagles is really all about. A lot of times people get a misconception about 14 Eagles and how it really works, and so we want to make sure everybody is clear about what 14 Eagles is and what we are not. Okay, we've been around for a long time, and we've only been around for a long time because we don't hurt anybody in 14 Eagles. No one can lose money here at 14 Eagles. It's a whole different concept here. Our main focus is not about the money, and that's one thing that you'll learn here as you take a look at the 14 Eagles platform and what we do. Okay, our emphasis is on community. Because if we keep our emphasis on community, everything else falls in the line. Okay, and so what we do is we encourage you to go to our community website, which is located at www.14eaglesden.com, and on the home page of our community website, we have what is called a welcome. Okay, if you scroll down, and once you scroll down, you'll see welcome, and this is our welcome for the 14 Eagles. And we encourage you to read this welcome. This welcome will give you a perspective of what 14 Eagles is really all about. We're more or less, like I said earlier, a community, a virtual community at that. And so once you read this welcome, it'll really put it in perspective, our overall concept here. This is all about like-minded individuals coming together to help one another, okay, and to we help each other financially, through education, and camaraderie, all right, spiritual. This is something a little different than most of the gifting platforms that are out there, all right, and so that's our main focus is building a community, because if you do that, everything else falls into place, and you don't have to really worry about the money as much. Okay, and some people are getting that idea, they're understanding that now. Okay, but it takes a certain mindset to do this. Okay, it's very simple, but it's not that easy. Okay, and the thing that makes it difficult is dealing with people. We the ones that make it difficult, and we're trying to change that trend. Okay, because it's a very simple process, but we make it difficult sometimes because of our preconceived notions of what we think it is and how it works. Anytime that you that you get involved with a platform where people are encouraged to bring other people to the platform, then, you know, it's a whole different mindset comes into play. Okay, and we're trying to get around that mindset. We're trying to make a shift in that type of thinking. All right, and so that's why we want you to read the welcome, so you can get an idea and a good perspective of what 14 Eagles is all about. Okay, because we're not all about the money. Yes, money does play a role in this, because why? Because we're giving away gifts. We're giving away money in this platform, and so money, that's how money comes into play. Okay, but we're trying to shift people's thinking from making money into receiving money, and there's a difference in that. Okay, and so that's where the shift comes in at. You know, one of the main lines that I like about this welcome, and it really, you know, sets the tenor for what we do here at 14 Eagles, and sets the motion of what we do here in 14 Eagles, is the line in the welcome where it says, there's a universal law, God's law. Whatever we give out into the universe, you'll get back in abundance. Okay? That right there puts it in perspective for you. Okay? Because see, that's the type of shift that we're looking for, in your thinking. Okay? Don't do this just because you feel like you're going to get something back. Do this from the goodness of your heart. Do this because you're trying to help someone. You're trying to help someone else. Okay? If you come from it with that mentality, if you come into it with that mentality, okay, with that type of energy, then truly the universe will bless you back in abundance. Okay? But that's the key. You have to have the right intention. And so, and to have that right intention, you have to kind of shift your thinking a little bit. Right? And so I hope that makes a little sense without really going into it. But if you read this welcome, it kind of puts you into perspective. Now, to help you get into that type of mindset, I really encourage you to scroll down a little further and you'll see videos. Okay, this is our video row. And in this video row, there's a series of videos here that will kind of help shift your thinking a little bit on what I'm talking about. Okay, because these are things that you normally don't see on a normal basis, especially on mainstream media, on the TV, or through other corporations and things of this nature, people with authority. You don't see this type of information too much. All right? And so when you look at these videos, and I encourage you to look at each one of these videos, all right, and because they're not very long, but if you watch each one of these videos, then you'll kind of see your thinking start to evolve a little bit. Okay, you'll see your thinking start to evolve a little bit, and then I encourage you to go and research the information that these videos are putting out. If you go and research the information that these videos are putting out, and then you'll start educating yourself, okay, and seeing things in a whole different light, in a whole different way. That's the key of what we're trying to do here in this community. As we build this 14 Eagles community, we want you to see things a little differently. And you will see things a little differently as you help build the community. You'll see things in a whole different way. And you'll look at things a whole different way. Matter of fact, you even start looking at the news differently. You start looking at TV shows a little bit differently. Okay, you'll see that you'll start looking at people a little bit differently. And then you'll start to change your behavior and the things that you do, especially when it deals with money, when it deals with other aspects of life. And this is what we're trying to bring here at 14 Eagles. You know, a lot of times people say it's all about the money. No, it's not all about the money. It's about the community. It's about the people. And that's the main thing that you will always hear us talk about here at 14 Eagles. But if you don't do anything else, the one thing I do encourage you to do is to join our newsletter. Join the newsletter so you can get our email updates that are sent out on a weekly basis. More in particularly, so you can get our video of the weeks that we send out. Okay, there you will get a wealth of information through those videos of the weeks that we send out every week. Okay, there you will get information that you otherwise would not get. Okay, and if you have information that you feel that the 14 Eagles community could really benefit from, we encourage you to send that in to us so we can get it out to the community. Because it's truly each one teach one. We're all here to teach each other. Okay? And that's the premise of 14 Eagles. You know, what's a community if we're not helping to teach each other, educate each other, as well as help each other financially? Okay? So that's the key to this. Community. And you're going to hear that on and on and on and on. Community all the time. Okay? But before we get into anything else, what I really like to do is to show you a little bit of how we can build this community and why I spoke so much about your mindset. Here's a little video that I feel is so powerful in its scope and in information that you would have to watch this several times to really get all the nuggets that come from this video. Watch this video right here. Are you a connector?
Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people, specifically obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change. It already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere, with anyone, at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it? Are you ready for the details?
All right. So, are you a connector? See, that's one of the main questions. Are you someone that can connect with others? Because one of the things that every time I watch that video, one of the things that I really pick up on, that I've noticed that a lot of people have lost throughout the years, the ability to dream. You know, we've lost that dream. You know, as the dream that we had when we were little kids. You know, are you a dreamer anymore? Do you dream anymore about what you want in life? How you want to see the world today? How you want the world to be? Okay, we've lost. It seems like somewhere along the line, people have lost the ability to dream again. And with all the craziness that has been going on in the last few years, we have to try to get that back. Try to get that dream back. you know. And so, you know, that's one of the things that we're trying to bring back here with the 14 Eagles community. So now, connecting with people is going to be the key, though. That's the key to the 14 Eagles. You know, building a community of people. If you're not afraid of connecting with people, coming together with people, helping each other, you know, then you'll thrive with the 14 Eagles platform. Okay, very very simple process that we have here. Yes, it's a little mechanical, the things that you have to do. You know, it's not as automated as a lot of other programs out here or things that you have to pay big money for, but it's very simple. All right? And we're trying to keep the whole concept simple. And most of all, we're trying to keep the monetary value of it very simple. And I think that's what trips a lot of people up. But if you come here to the community website, www.14eaglesden.com, you click on the 14 Eagles video tab, and there you'll see our platform video, our presentation video. We encourage you to watch this video. Watch how the gifting platform works, okay, the structure of it. See how the steps work, right? Because, see, our gifting platform is a little different than most of the gifting platforms that are out there. That's why most of the other gifting platforms do not last, all right, because of the way that they're structured and because of the mindset of the people that get involved with them, all right? Because, first of all, a lot of people get involved with gifting platforms. Why? Because they're trying to make a quick dollar. They're trying to make a fast buck. They're trying to make a lot of money, okay? And that's why I said at the onset of this presentation, money is not the factor here. That's not our focus. Our focus is the community. The community is the key. That's why with 14 Eagles, with our gifting platform, it's only a one-time $6 out of pocket, one time. That's it. You should never have to ever go back in your pocket again after pulling out $6. And you want to give that $6 away, okay? This is a gifting platform. So you want to literally give it away. And you want to give it away with good intention. Meaning you want to give it away to someone that really needs it, that's really going to use it in the right way, okay? And that's where we come in with the like minds, right? Giving it away. You're giving away $2 to 3 people. How simple can it be? Can't get any more simpler than that, right? You're giving away $2 to 3 people, and that puts you in a position to be blessed. All right? And if you follow these simple instructions below the video itself, if you just follow these step-by-step instructions, you shouldn't have too much of a problem getting involved at all. Okay? Get with the person that invited you, and they will help walk you through that process. See, one thing I'm trying to get people to understand is that 14 Eagles is more than just a gifting platform. That's why it's only $2 to 3 people, $6 altogether. Okay? The money is not an issue. Everybody has $6. So truly, money is not the reason why people don't get involved in 14 Eagles. All right? And money shouldn't be the reason why they don't stay in 14 Eagles. See, in both instances, the reasons why people don't get involved and the reason why people don't stay is all because they don't have that shift in their thinking. Okay? They don't fully understand the whole concept of what 14 Eagles is really all about. And so this is why we want to try to, advocate about shifting your thinking when you get involved. You see, we're partnered with other companies. We're more than just a gifting platform. We're partnered with another company called Dynamic Trio that has a trilogy of platforms. And the reason why we're partnered with them because they have the same philosophy as the 14 Eagles community. Okay, one of our philosophies is that we want to help people get out of debt and to eradicate poverty. That's the key because those are the two main cancers in our society, debt and poverty. Okay, and the only way that we can get out of both of those, get rid of both of those diseases, is for people to come together and work together and be independent. Be independent. You know, we got to stop being dependent on governments and corporations to take care of us. We have to take care of ourselves as a community, and we have to be in that mindset. And so that's what Dynamic Trio is. And I encourage you to come and look at the video presentation of Dynamic Trio of Fund Me 24/7. And you'll see the similarities between Fund Me 24/7 and 14 Eagles. Fund Me 24/7 is dealing in the crowdfunding arena. Okay, crowdfunding. And they've taken crowdfunding to a whole nother level. All right. And so you really take a good look at this and see how it works. They also have in their trilogy of platforms Feed Me 24/7, which we put on our site as well. Okay. Feed Me 24/7 is a feeder system for Fund Me 24/7. All right. We're only talking about, you know, small amounts of money. Okay, because if you take and you bless people with the $2, okay, in 14 Eagles, which is a total of $6, $2 to 3 people, and you encourage people to come and be involved in the community, well, guess what? You won't even have to come out of your pocket to get involved with Feed Me and Fund Me. And in turn, that's going to help to proliferate the monetary gifts and rewards that you will receive by getting involved in the community. See, without the community, this doesn't work. These small amounts of money doesn't even work without the community. And see, that's where the shift in thinking comes in at. We also have another company that we're partnered with called Cutting Edge Techno Solutions, SETS for short. They're literally building communities from the ground up. I'm talking about digging up dirt, putting up buildings, putting up houses, and they're training people within their communities to do the work. It's a whole different concept. And they have the technology to do that, where they've taken trash and everyday things that we throw away, and they turn that around and turn it into renewable energy and create more materials to use. Okay? They're doing this all over the world now, in other countries, in rural areas in this country, and rebuilding communities. Powerful, powerful stuff. That's what we're partnered with. All right? And then also, we have the hyper community, dealing in hyperverse, helping people to understand and learn more about the blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, which is not going to be, but already is taking over the financial industry. Okay? These are things that we need to learn. We need to get ahead of, because our traditional way of finance is changing, and we got to get everybody ahead of that game. So this is more than just a gifting platform, a gifting concept. Okay, it's a shift in thinking. Okay, because there's a paradigm shift that has taken place throughout the world, and we're trying to keep up with that paradigm shift. So I hope you understand that. See, this is not one of them presentations where we're going to talk about money all the time, talking about all the riches and all the cars and yachts and all of these things. No, this is more of a grassroots type of thing. This is a thing where we're trying to help people come back together instead of separating people and dividing people. 14 Eagles has gone all around the world. We have helped many, many people through this little simple gifting platform all around the world. 14 Eagles has been around for over 10 years, going on 11 years. Powerful, powerful things that we've done with this little platform. All right, and our expenditures is very small. That's why with 14 Eagles, there is no monthly fees here. There's no auto ships or anything. There's no products to buy. That's not what this is all about. Now, if you do, because we are a community, if you do have those things that you want to provide to the community, send them to 14 Eagles, because if you have some type of business, we want to advertise your business to the community. Why not? We should take part in each other's businesses, right? Because we're a community. That's what it's all about. That's what community is all about. This is what we're trying to get across. And so a lot of times I get people saying to me, well, Brian, $2, I just can't make any money with $2. How am I going to make money with $2? That's not enough money. I think I need to pay my bills. See, that's where the shift in thinking needs to come in at. This is what we're trying to do. Shift people's thinking. Because first of all, coming here to a gifting platform, we don't make any money. All we do is give away money and receive gifts. So we don't make any money. Because as soon as you say you make money, guess what? Uncle Sam's got his hands out too. See, it's a whole different concept here. See, we're trying to get people to understand. So $2, yeah, that's not a lot of money to most people. But if you shift your thinking, it could be an abundance of money. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Watch this.
Reach their fortunes. In order to do this, I want you to pretend that I can grant you one wish from two choices. Choice one is this: I will give you $1 million. Or choice two is that you get 1 cent that doubles every day for 31 days. On top of that, you have to drive 1 hour north to meet a friend of mine named Vendela. She will double your cent and give you 2 cents, and then you have to drive all the way back home. Then on day 2, you take your 2 cents back to Vendela, and she doubles your 2 cents and gives you 4 cents, and then you drive back. Well, you do this every day for 31 days. Which would you choose? $1 million or 1 cent doubled every day? Well, as a factory worker, it wasn't even a contest. $1 million for me, please. Who wants to run around for pennies? Here is where we find out that ignorance is not bliss. If you have a calculator, you can follow along and check it out for yourself. In day 1, you have 1 cent. Day 2, you double it and you have 2 cents. Day 3, you double it, you get 4 cents. That doubles and becomes 8 cents, and by the 10th day, you'll have $5.12. How embarrassing if you took the penny a day. Let's look at the 11th day. $5.12 doubles and becomes $10.24, then it doubles and becomes $20.48, and then it doubles and becomes $40. And in the 20th day, that doubles and becomes $5,242.88. Well, it's still not looking too good if you chose the penny. But what happens in the 21st day? 5,000 doubles and becomes 10,000, 10 doubles and becomes 20, and on the 28th day, $671,000 doubles and becomes $1.3 million. But wait a minute, we didn't agree to 28 days. We agreed to 31 days. And so on the 29th day, 1.3 doubles becomes 2.6 million. And 30th day, 2.6 million becomes 5.3 million. And in the final day of our agreement, day 31, $5,368,709.12 doubles, which is $10,737,418.20. Now who's laughing all the way to the bank? This is what the smartest man in the world, Albert Einstein, said when he was asked what he thought was one of the most powerful things on earth. He said that the 8th wonder of the world was compound interest. And so here's how we can make compound interest work for you.
Wow. Wow. You're telling me you could take a penny, double a penny every day for the next 31 days and end up with over $10 million? See, just a shift in thinking. Okay? Tomorrow I want you to go out and I want you to put that challenge to someone. A penny over here and $1 million over here, which one would you take? If they've never heard that scenario before, guess which one they're going to choose, right? Shift in thinking. See, this is what we're trying to do. Get a shift in thinking. Community is the shift. This is where our thinking has to go to. Community. All right? Because without the community, these dollars don't work. Can you imagine if we compounded $2 If we compounded $2 every day, what that could do? You see what it can do with a penny. What about $2? Okay, better yet, what if we compounded people every day? What would that do? See, just a shift in thinking. Community is the key. A dollar is nothing. You could take a dollar, sit it on the table, and if no one picks it up and does anything with it, it will just continue to sit there and do nothing. It has no value at all. The value is not in the dollar. The value is in the energy of the people. This is what we're trying to get across in 14 Eagles. Community is the key. Okay? It's an economic fact that if you take a dollar and you put that dollar into a community and that dollar circulates within that community, if everyone in that community touches that dollar at least 7 times, each person that touched that dollar 7 times will become inherently wealthy. See, money is not the issue. It's what we do is the issue. What the people do, that is the issue. That is the main key that unlocks Pandora's box. And as long as governments and corporations keep us doing what they want us to do, guess what? We'll continue to be in the condition that we find ourselves in. So what we have to do is take our power back by coming together, working with one another, and organically building our communities. Organically. Just let it happen. And guess what? The money will flow. See, we can manifest money. We can manifest how much money we want. You know, it's up to us. You know, money doesn't have a mind. It doesn't have a conscience. It just is. We are the ones who make it happen, not the money. See, people go to the store and they see things on the shelves, they see the prices going higher and higher and higher. Well, it's not that the value of those items are going any higher. They're not valuable. They're not that valuable, more valuable than they were, you know, a year ago. Can a bottle of milk, can a carton of milk be more valuable today than it was 2 years ago? Can the value of it really go up? It's the same milk produced by the same cows. What makes it more valuable in the price that you pay for it? Shift in thinking. Because see, it's not that that milk is more valuable, it's that the money that you use to buy it with has become less valuable, has less value to it, has less purchasing power. This is what a lot of us don't understand. It's just a shift in thinking. Powerful, powerful stuff. Make sure, if you don't do anything, get on our newsletter. Sign up for our newsletter on our homepage. Make sure that you're getting our video updates, getting our email updates. Get the video of the week that we send out every week. We'll give you information that you otherwise do not get. Okay? You won't get this from your local news or from TV shows or from corporations. Okay? We're going to show you how the banking system works. We're going to give you information about that. We're going to give you information about the Federal Reserve System and what it really is and what it really does. Okay? We're going to give you information about the pharmaceutical companies, who the real drug pushers are. We'll give you that type of information. See, 14 Eagles is more than just a gifting platform. This is what we're trying to get across to you. But as long as we build this community, we can manifest the money. The money automatically comes. I hope that makes sense to you. So now, this is how I like to close out every week. You know, we got our 14 Eagle song. I'm calling this the 14 Eagle song. And we're trying to make this record go and get a Grammy. We're trying to get a Grammy for this record. Okay? Because money is going to come to us. If we manifest that money, it will come to us. Okay? Based on what we do, based on how we think, based on our energy, it will come to us. All right? We don't have to go lacking because we have each other. Right? We can, we have a natural connection. That's a God-given connection. So money's going to come to us. So we want to take this record and we want to make this record into a Grammy Award-winning record. Okay? And I love this record. It really hypes me up. We don't have, yachts and big houses and large stacks of money to hype us up. This song right here hypes me up. Okay? Because I know what we can do. I know what we can do as a people. That's the power of the people. So I'm going to close out with this record here, right here. Money is coming to me.
Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe money keeps coming to me. It's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, come on, come on. The universe is working for me, and working. I can just feel it, and I believe it's working for me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. More than enough to live, more than enough to give, more than enough to share. Feel like it's already here. More than enough to shout, more than enough to drop, more than enough to save. There's plenty left over to give away. Money is coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, come on, come on. The universe is working for me, and working. I can just feel it, and I believe it's working for me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Well, more than enough to live, more than enough to give, more than enough to share. I feel like it's already here. More than enough to shout, more than enough to drop, more than enough to say, with plenty left over to give away. Money is coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, 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 come on. I believe it, I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, 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 come on. I believe it, and I receive it. Come on, come on, come on. Feel like it's already here. Come on, come on, come on.
All right, money is coming to me. Boy, that song there just makes me move. All right, all right. So um, we're here every Thursday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Look, let the people know. Let your family know. Let your friends know. You know, let them know about the 14 Eagles community. Bring them to our community website located at www.14eaglesden.com. Let them check out the website. Let them look at the 14 Eagles presentation. Let them look at our different partners that we're partnered with. Okay, and we've got more partners coming. Okay, money is not the issue. Okay, money is not the issue. You know, if we start out with the 14 Eagles platform and we start building the community and getting people to shift the way that they think, guess what? The money will come. And then you'll never have to reach back in your pocket again, and you'll get involved with any program that you want to get involved with and never have to go into your pocket ever again. That's the key. Okay? That's why community is the key. All right? If you have any questions about anything, you know, we have our email address right here on the Contact Us page on the website. You can actually click on the link to get into our webinars. If you will need to send us an email, you send an email to controltower@14eaglesden.com. And even if you need to speak to someone, you can call on our member service number, which is 301-684-1216. Okay, we leave no stone left unturned. You know, look, if there's something that you need to know about 14 Eagles, there's a way to find out. Get with the person that invited you. Come to the website, send us an email, give us a call. There's no way that you can't get your questions answered. Okay, we're here for you. We're here to help you. We're here to help build the community. Because if we build the community, not just in your small town, not just in your state, not just in your country, but all around the world, if we do that, guess what? Money becomes no issue at all. Okay, we won't be worried about money anymore. And now and at that point, when we don't have to worry about money, now we're coming with strength. Now we're coming with power. Now we're coming with confidence. That's the key. So we are truly in control. And all we have to do is just shift our thinking and come together as a community. So with that being said, hey, look, I really appreciate all of you that were able to make it. I appreciate all of you that are watching this on a recording, okay, because these are always recorded and they will go out. So even if you couldn't make it, or if someone that you wanted to come here could not make it, guess what? They can still get the information, okay? Send this recording out to them. Just make sure that you're on our email list by signing up for the newsletter, and you'll get our email updates. Okay. So with that being said, I appreciate you because you could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here, and you chose to watch the recording of this, and we really, really appreciate that. So with that being said, I'd like to thank you, and you have a great weekend. Have a great week, and we hope to see you next Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Invite your friends and family so they can take a look at what 14 Eagles is truly all about.